rabbis of yesteryear. Now we're concentrating on tonight video on a great rabbi of his time, Rabbi Eliyahu Anio Z'tl was a famous Turkish rabbi, very much part of the 19th century respectively. He passed away in the year 1832. I'm not too sure the exact date when he was born, but was a great rabbi nonetheless. So we're speaking about him in today's biography video. He was a distinguished Talmid, a student of another famous rabbi from his area, Rabbi Eliyahu Anio, also known as Rabbi Eliyahu. He himself, his rabbi happened to be a Rosh Yeshiva and the head of Jewish court and the rabbi of Constantinople, especially in the late 1700s. And he was also the author of a Torah colossal book called Yad HaMelech. So really did, stand on the knees of great rabbis, respectively. He studied in the yeshiva in Constantinople at that stage in time, which was a brilliant epicenter area of Torah study. Now, come with the year 1824. This was just under 10 years before he passed away, according to reports. He would be appointed as one of the 3 rabbis, I believe, of that specific vicinity. He would actually was one of 3 rabbis actually that would give, approving various different agreements that actually took place. Takanot, within regards to, to make an agreement of the Bet Din Isu V'Heter of Kושטא, which was very interesting enough. I think there was various different seminars that actually took place at that point in time, and there was a man of the name Yosef Wolf, it's reported over, who would actually appoint him as one of the rabbis, I think, of the city in the year 1826. I'm not too sure how the whole protocol, comes about of him, but he was appointed, and he would give, I think, previously, I think it was in the year 18 Tzadik Bet, it was, but just before he passed away, I think some sort of haskama to the Sefer, Hey Yud Aleph Sachiti, if I'm not mistaken. Over here, this is all Yash Shechiti, respectively, and very interesting that was. I would recommend everyone to look into that. And I think Rabbi Yitzchak Elimelech, he happened to be also, I think, a great rabbi of his time, and he was head of, had great compliments within regards to him, received lavish praise within regards to him. He was the head of the land of Constantinople, and he would actually correspond in various different halachic matters with another famous rabbi, Rabbi Shmuel Chaim, who happened to be the author of the Shemen Mishnah book, respectively. Happened to be a very great rabbi of his time, rabbi we've mentioned about, I think, on various occasions before. Now, he passed away in 1832, and many of the great rabbis of his generation would actually give him a eulogy. And I believe also there was another famous rabbi over there, Rabbi Shlomo Hakim, who happened to be the rabbi of Izmir at that point in time, would eulogize him. Remember, we've spoken about Rabbi Shlomo Hakim in a previous video here on this series, when I think it was possibly at the time of his Hilula, of Rav Shlomo's Hilula, we spoke about him extensively. So I would recommend everyone to look back and search the library of the previous videos we did of great Chachamim. Now, he had great Talmidim, including Rabbi Eliezer of Toledo, who was a famous posek, who was a Dayan, head of Jewish court in Kושטא, and the author of various different great Torah books, respectively. Another one of his Talmidim was Rabbi Yitzchak Akshoti. Now, it's his Rabbi Akshoti's Hilula here on Lag BaOmer, I believe on the 18th of Iyar. He happened to be the author of various books. Also, he was a Dayan in Kושטא and was a great rabbi there. Now, it's reported over that after he passed away, his book, the Kuntras Davar Eliyahu, will be printed over here, which had various paskei dinim of Rabbi Eliyahu, and I think there was a shur to Sheilot Shuvot, I think on the Mishnah Rabbi Eliezer Chalek Bet, and there was Sefer Haskamat Mimenu, if I'm not mistaken. So it was a very prominent book, Kuntras, that I would recommend everyone to look into that. And we're not sure the date of the Rabbi's Hilula, Rabbi Eliyahu. Over here, we're not too sure. Rabbi Eliyahu Anio. So if anyone happens to know or has more information, I would really appreciate it. He worked in the Bebălăta neighborhood in Istanbul, a famous area. I think they had a very great Jewish community of its day. He was one of the great rabbis in the early 1800s across the world, a Rosh Yeshiva, an author, very, very well knowledged, had various different positions. I'd recommend everyone to learn more about him. And friends, we're a community who are learning about the great rabbis of yesteryear. Please subscribe now to the channel. We are growing. We are nearly on 6,500 subscribers. So I really appreciate it. If anyone's interested in watching these videos, share the videos to those people respectively. I really appreciate it. They will appreciate it. And it's important we learn about the great rabbis. We've already related over possibly about 100 rabbis from various different parts of Turkey, which I can't stress enough how important it is to actually learn more about the famous rabbis of yesteryear. This contrast of his is a famous one, I believe. So that will be an extra incentive for everyone to watch and research about him. So wishing you well, take care and have a great night. Thank you very much.